Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today guys, I have some nice beef and vegetable soup. This is a real quick dish, nice comfort food in the winter time. So we're going to jump into this video and I'm going to show you exactly how I got it done. Alright guys, so for this dish right here today, I have this is about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. This is the 85-20, excuse me, 80-20. And I have some egg noodles and some tomato paste. And I also have some diced tomatoes. You could use crushed, but I prefer diced. I have some onion powder. This is my tomato bouillon. And then I have my black pepper, some mixed vegetables, and my onion and green bell peppers. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get my ground beef down into my Dutch oven here. I didn't add any oil or anything to this pot. I'm just going to put my ground beef in and get that browned off some. And I also don't want to break mine up too fine. I like leaving a little chunk inside of mine. So I'm just going to get this browning off. And then once I do that, I'm going to come back and add my onions and bell peppers to it. Okay guys, so you can see my ground beef now is starting to get brown. And it's starting to release some of the fat that's inside of this. And it's not going to be too much that it's going to be making my soup greasy or anything. So I'm not going to worry about draining it or anything. I'm just going to come in and add my onions and bell pepper to it. Alright, so I'll get that mixed in. And then I just want to cook these until they're pretty much tender, but doesn't have to be completely tender because this is still going to continue to cook. Alright, so once I let this cook for a few minutes, then I'm going to come back and add my seasonings to this. Okay, I am back. I got my vegetables cooked down a little bit. So now I'm just coming in and adding some of my black pepper to it. And I know it's probably hard to see with all of that steam coming off of it. But now I'm coming in and adding some onion powder. Alright, and once I get that added, then I'm going to come in and add some of my tomato bouillon. Now this is a tomato bouillon and it has a chicken flavor to it also. So you guys definitely, if you could find this, definitely give it a try because it really adds a lot of flavor to your dish. Alright, so now I'm just going to get that stirred in, get it mixed well so that my seasoning goes throughout this dish. And then I'm going to be back and add my tomato paste to it. Okay, so let's add my tomato products to this now, starting off with my crushed tomatoes. Not draining it or anything, just dumping everything inside of here. Alright, and just want to give that a good mix. And I'm going to let these two kind of cook together for maybe about 5 minutes or so, just to kind of let the flavors marry together. Alright, and after about 5 minutes of cooking, this is what we have right here. I mean, this looks good enough to eat just like this. To be quite honest with you, but we're going to keep moving. We're going to put some more stuff inside of here. And first thing I'm going to do is add some water to this. So this is 2 cups of water. And if you notice, guys, I haven't added any kind of salt to this because that tomato bouillon is pretty salty to me. So I'm just going to leave it as is and see how it tastes once this cooks down for a while. All right, now I'm going to come back and add in 2 more cups of water. So that's 4 cups of water total that I added to this. All right, and we're just going to get that mixed in. Then I'm going to come in now and I'm going to add my tomato paste to this just to kind of thicken it up a little bit. Now I had a 6-ounce can of tomato paste and I used about half of it. All right, so I'm going to just get that mixed in, get that dissolved, and then I'm going to cover this and let it cook for about 10 minutes or so, 10 to 12 minutes. And then I will be back to see where I'm at. Okay guys, I almost forgot, before I could let this boil down, I added some sugar to it to cut the acidity of that tomato. And this is about 2 tablespoons of sugar that I'm adding. Now, I like my tomatoes or tomato food to be kind of sweet. I don't like tasting that bitterness of the tomatoes at all, so I'm probably using a little bit more sugar than you guys would probably use. So definitely use your own judgment of how much sugar you want to add to this. All right, so I'm going to let this cook for about 10 to 12 minutes covered, and then I'll be back. Okay guys, I am back, and you can see that this is at a nice boil now. I got my tomato paste all dissolved inside of here. And what I did is I did taste it off camera, and the seasoning was perfect. I didn't have to do anything to it. So now I'm coming in and adding my noodles to it. This is 2 cups of egg noodles. Now you don't have to add noodles to yours if you don't want to, but I just love adding noodles to mine. So I'm going to get this in, mix it. I'll give it a mix, I should say, and just let this cook for maybe 10 minutes. And then I'll come back and add my vegetables to it. All right, I am back. Let's give this a mix just to see how things are looking. Everything is looking really good. My vegetables could be just a little bit more tender. And I know that my noodles aren't completely tender yet either. So I'm going to let this cook a little bit longer. But before I do that, I'm just going to get my mixed vegetables in here. And we're just going to get these mixed in. And basically, we just want to kind of heat these. I don't want it to cook until it's like really soft or mushy or anything. So I'm going to cover this back and give it another 10 minutes. And then this dish will be done. Alright guys, our dish should be done now. We're going to just give this a mix and see how everything is looking. Once I get that steam out of my face. Well, this looks absolutely beautiful. I can tell my noodles are nice and tender. Can look at the vegetables and tell they aren't mushy or anything. So I'm just changing my spoon now, coming in, so you guys could look and see how my broth is looking. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to put this inside of a bowl and take my thumbnail and a couple videos, and then I will be back and give this a taste test. All right, guys. We are going to give this a quick taste test. I know this is good. I can just look at it and tell. Ooh. That's hot though. You can see the steam coming off of that. Hot, hot, hot. Alright, but nonetheless, we're gonna give it a try. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Perfectly seasoned. That tomato bouillon. That's so good. Got those noodles done perfectly. That's hot though, guys. See that? Mm-hmm. I'm coming with my crackers. You know I gotta have my crackers, chef. The vegetables are cooked perfectly too. Mm-hmm. Alright, guys. I'm about to go in. Alright, guys. Don't laugh at me now. That soup was still hot. Man, that soup was still hot, but I toughed it out for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you are new. Also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And definitely, guys, turn on the post notifications so you'll know when I upload a new video. And until next time, guys, peace.